Western Front. This is an area that some people refer to as a sideshow. And this gets back to the argument we mentioned earlier between those in the Allied camp that called themselves or were called Westerners and the others who were called Easterners. People whose ideas said that the Western Front, the meat grinders, is the focal point of the war. It's going to be decided there. So taking troops and sending them to any other part of the war is, to work against what you need to be doing, which is breaking through at the key point. The other group, the Easterners, believed that throwing troops into the meat grinder where things were stalemated was a callous waste of lives, when there were vulnerable points all on the rest of the map that could be exploited. Easier places to go. Winston Churchill in the Second World War was always looking for the soft underbelly of Europe, was the way the phrase was termed. In the First World War, there were Easterners looking for the soft underbelly of Europe. And the best argument I ever heard for who was right, because I was looking at Lloyd George's memoirs the other day, and 20 years after the war, he's still justifying and wagging a finger in the face of the Westerners, saying, "You were right," and the Westerners are saying, "They were right." The German general Ludendorff had pointed out that yes, the West and the Western Front meat grinder was where the war would be decided, but if there was a catastrophe on any of the other fronts in the war, that would impact German power on the Western Front, leading to a loss there, so that they were interconnected. All these non-Western Front battles are sideshows unless those fronts collapse, and then it's a disaster. In 1917, the British, who've changed generals and who have now put a meticulous effort into just slowly but surely building up the infrastructure that you need to maintain an army in the field. I mean, just think of the pipelines of water that they build for miles upon miles upon miles to go out to where the troops are going to have to be in trench lines. I mean, the amount of effort that's required, the buildup of troops and everything else. But by 1917, they begin to push the Turks back everywhere. The year 1917, and especially the latter half of the year, sees multiple victories on the part of the British-led Allied forces in places like Mesopotamia and Palestine. Lots of outflanking, some wonderfully clever spy maneuvers, and some fantastic bravery and audacity on the part of some of these Dominion-mounted infantry forces, for example, end up creating a situation where the British High Command can see Jerusalem, the holy city of holy cities, right? Sacred to at least three major religions, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. They can see Jerusalem within range, and they know that they're going to take it if this momentum continues. But after dealing with Passchendaele and the mud and the blood and the shock and the sense of never-ending war, which just wraps up in mid-November, Lloyd George asks British General Allenby if he can manage to capture the holy city by Christmas. Says it would be a great Christmas present for the British people. A little pick-me-up, if you will, after all of the horribleness. Lloyd George gets his wish granted on December 11th. With the British and Allied forces already in the city, they receive a surrender notice from the Turkish representative, who writes, quote, "Due to the severity of the siege of the city and the suffering that this peaceful country has endured from your heavy guns, and for fear that these deadly bombs will hit the holy place,